Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing? I'm doing good, but anyway, I just wanted to come talk a little bit about this statement that I've seen like on social media. I've heard people say it, and I'm not trying to be, getting into that. I'm not trying to be on that drama stuff. I just want to make a point out of this, y'all. But I hear people say, when people do me wrong, I'm just done, with them. I'm just done with everything that they did. I'm just done with the whole situation. But this is what I started wondering about that when people said that. I said, but wait. I said, but what happens when they say something that offends somebody? What if, they hurt somebody and they don't realize that they did that? And how would that look at somebody say, they hurt me, if the person took it that way, whether they were strong, sensitive, whatever, just if they got hurt from what the person said, whether the person meant to or not, and they just say, I'm done with them. That wouldn't look good, and that person would be very hurt because they know, like, it wasn't that, and maybe they didn't mean to hurt them, but I just thought about that, and I said, I don't understand, because it's just like, really, if they make them, and I feel like, because I'm not anybody, if I sit up here and somebody hurt me and I just look down on them, oh, you did this or you did that, you can't hang with me anymore, I'm just done with you. Because what would God do? He don't want me to do that. I'd have nothing to gain by that. And I'm saying that if they keep on, then that you might need to be like, okay, they got to go or something. But if they truly didn't mean it, hey, but yeah, I was just wondering about that when people say that, like, I'm just done. Because if we offend somebody, we truly have. And then too, because like the only one that can judge is God, so that's just different to me. And I'm not trying to judge anybody, because I know I sure make some mistakes, and I know that I have a problem of maybe looking at somebody and saying, ooh, they seem kind of, I don't know, and I'm working on that myself, and I have no right to do that, because somebody could look at me and think, oh, she's rude, or ooh, she ghetto or something. So I know I would be hurt, so I'm just trying to work on that myself, and I can admit that, but I could say this, that I would never be like that, and I probably have given people more chances than I probably should. But I'll definitely say this, I might have got mad at them, but I sure fixed it up with them in the end if it was meant to be. Now, if they keep on, then that's something broke up anyway. Too, same as if the person says, well, I'm just done, and y'all can't get it back together, then that's just something that's real broken up that might not need fixing. And now that's fine, because sometimes some stuff happen and you can't fix it, and that's okay, because it's not meant to be fixed at that point, or it's fixed, period, and that's fine. But we have to know how to pick ourselves up and move on from the situation. But we can't go and hold that against them for something that they said or they did a long time ago, because truth be told, some people can hurt you and they didn't even know that they did, and some might have thought, oh, I was just joking, and maybe thought, oh, they'll take it as a joke too. But everybody's not going to do that, because we don't know what they was going through, so that's just something I just always said, like, I'm not like that, but I just know that can happen to people. And one thing I could say is I never look down on somebody. Now, yes, I might need to work on judging, but if somebody were to tell me something right now, and I'm like, they're telling me all that, I'm going to listen to them, because I don't know what it is that they're about to tell me, but I won't look down on them for it, because what they're going through, maybe I can help them. And I have nothing to gain by looking down on that person because they told me this or they said that, because I don't know what they're going through unless they tell me, and they don't have to, but that's just a part of it too. we have to be careful with what we say to them, because you can, if you didn't hurt them in the beginning, you can most definitely hurt them then if you look down on them. And you can really hurt them too if you look down on them. When they said the whole statement about, oh, but when a person says this, I'm just done, but you could have still hurt them and you didn't even know. So sometimes we just have to be careful, because we don't know where a person is at mentally. And just because some people look fine on the outside don't mean that they're fine. It's just how they look. Because some people will go through and they know how to, hey, how you doing? And they know how to do all that, and we never know it, because they know how to keep a smile on their face. And I'm not trying to make it about me, but this is my channel, and I got testimonies on testimonies on testimonies to tell on this channel, because it's just somehow stuff happen like boom, boom, boom. But when it happens, I have to be ready for it. We all have to, my family, everybody, because you never know what can happen. Same as that. And so I didn't even know I was going to say all this, y'all, but it's all right. It's all right. But anyway, I was just going to say, like, even when people go through stuff, some people can be quick to judge them and might say, well, because you did this or you did that, that's your fault. We don't know what a person does unless they tell you. Now, whether it's this or that factor, whatever happened to the person, it can happen to anybody. So they shouldn't even feel comfortable to even look down on somebody for that, because it can happen to them, and it's different when it happens to them too. Because would they be able to handle it? We don't know, but we just know that if we're meant to help them, we're meant to help them. If we're not, we're not. And whatever they said, no matter how it hurt, sometimes too, we have to just sit there and chill, because we know if we say something that we might just fly off, but even then, some people know that they hurt you. They don't, but some people don't care, because to some people, they think, oh, I can say this and they'll just take it like this because I know them, or I'm their friend, or I'm their cousin. No, that's not even the way to handle that. It doesn't matter who a person is. We as people have to know when we're hurting somebody, whether that person tells you, whether they look at you like that. We have to recognize that and be able to go back and say, I'm sorry. Now, if they don't, that's on them. But something's going to catch up with them. And either way, when they do that or say that, just know. Just know. And I'm not on no karma stuff, but just know that they are going to reap what they sow. And if they sow that bad seed into saying what they said, they're going to get that seed right back, and it's going to hurt them worse because it came back on them. And it might get them worse because they thought just because it hadn't happened to them yet that it couldn't happen. And there are people like that think just because this hasn't happened to me, it's not real. Or just because this, I can't put my mind into perspective of it. But nobody's, and I'm not trying to cap, I'm just saying nobody's better than anybody where they can't put themselves in their shoes. Because when we get like that, that's a hard life to live, because we have to have something for somebody, whether they did you wrong or not. Even if they did you wrong, we still could have something for them where we try to peek inside, well, maybe this or maybe that, because we never know what they're going to tell us, but some people, for real, and we have to know how to handle it as people. Now, I know sometimes people will make us upset, but sometimes we're not supposed to say nothing at that time. If we are, we will, and sometimes we can say something, and the wrong thing always pop out, and that's what something else people say to us. Well, what I should have said, and y'all have heard this when they say, well, what I should have done, or what I should have said was this when we were arguing. No, whatever you said at that point, the damage is already done. So what you said at that point, just leave it there. Unless you plan on saying you sorry, then y'all fine, y'all can get over it. But if y'all choose to hold that against each other, that's on y'all, at that point. Y'all did y'all part, said sorry, hopefully y'all can get it together. And when I say y'all, I'm just saying, I don't even know examples of people if they're going through it with somebody, but we just have to know how to handle it. And some people, for real, some people know that they're hurting you. They just don't, like I said the other day, some people will cut you like a knife and they'll keep on going because that's how they live their everyday life, tearing other people down like the domino effect. Because you knock one down, they expect all of y'all to go down together. Well, it's going to be that strong one because you might knock the rest of them dominoes down, but you won't knock me down because I know who I am. And that's really important. We have to know who we are to know that we're not going to fall like the rest. I'm not talking about people. I'm just saying period. In any situation, no matter how somebody hurts you, you have to know where you stand and know that you're not going to fall like the rest of them. Because if you do, then that gives them the power. And sometimes when we stand up, that's all we have to do is show ourselves. We don't have to say nothing because we already standing up. So anyway, for real, y'all, that's just kind of some stuff that's just been on my mind. And I didn't know it was going to come out in this video, but that's okay. I just had to say that. I wasn't trying to get on nobody, but I was just speaking facts. And I just wanted y'all to know that, for real. And we have to know who we are. Because if you don't, a lot of people can knock you down, but you got to just keep standing. What I say in my like and share this video? I said keep rocking and shining or something, but that's what you have to do. You have to be that one that keeps on rocking and shining. You just got to do what you got to do. Prove the people wrong. You just got to be yourself, do what you got to do, and just keep moving forward. That's your motivation for today. But anyway, bye. I love y'all. Keep being strong. Do you. And just live. But bye, guys. Love you.